Good morning, this is Tom Styles and this is Tom's Radio Room Show, and this morning we're looking for an alternative way of recording some of my videos. Typically I use my webcam, which is not that great a webcam, and it takes quite a while for me to get the computer turned on and the camera fixed and the lighting done and all that kind of stuff. So if I'm listening to shortwave, for instance, I happen to hear something that's going on. A lot of times by the time I get everything set up, it's gone or the weather conditions are changed, whatever. So I'm thinking about going back to this little Kodak zip cam, I call it. It's a Zi8 little camera. It's been out for quite a while, and I don't know if you can, I think you can still get them new. They're quite expensive new. I got mine in a junk box from somebody, and they were used by, in this case, they were used by news reporters. And it was kind of a predecessor to your cell phone, which when these came out, there weren't any portable handheld cell phones. So this thing was way ahead of the technology. But anyway, the idea is I can set it up in like a minute or two and start recording. The question is, am I going to get a decent recording? So right now, I'm on the normal lens, I'll call it, which means you should be at least 3 feet away from the object you're recording. Well, I'm only about 20 inches. So I don't know how it'll work that well. Now, I did shoot a video earlier and I used the macro. In the macro, I couldn't find the specs on it, but I think the macro, you got to be down to within 6 inches. And 6 inches is way too close. You're not going to get much in the frame, 6 inches. So I'm back to the standard lens setting, and I don't know if it's too close or not. Of course, a lot of the clarity of the picture is based on the lighting. Right now I've got a light on this side on, and I've got one partially on the other side. I can turn that one up. So that's all the way on now. The other problem you have with lighting, which I don't have good lighting, I'll admit it. I've been thinking about getting some those lighting envelopes, or not envelopes, umbrellas to diffuse the lighting, but I don't know. So now I've got pretty good lighting. I could put on another light, but looking in the viewfinder here of the camera, it looks like the lighting is pretty good. Again, like I say, I may be too close. I'm supposed to be back 3 feet. But I'm only back 20 inches. Now let me see how the audio is. Turn the radio on here. Well, the station, I'm trying to get WWV on 5 megahertz and it's not coming in very good. So anyway, that's really my question. And the other thing is, as far as audio besides the radio, is my voice. I know on my webcam, because the way it's situated on a little mic boom, it's too close to me, and I quite often over-modulate it and the audio gets distorted. I'm hoping that this little camera will do a little better job with the audio. So anyway, it's just a quick test to see if this is a viable solution, especially when I want to do things quickly. I could move the camera back further. And matter of fact, I'm just going to try it. Like I say, let me measure here. Yeah, I'm about 19 inches right now. And like I say, I did see a recommendation that you need to be back 3 feet, which would make the picture, as far as shooting a radio or something, pretty small. I'm going to move back as far as I can and just see if it makes it any better. Now you can see my desktop and the radio in the distance. And let me measure that. Let's see, that's 3 feet. So there's 3 feet, which is the ideal distance. I got a couple of places I can set the camera. Actually, I could put the camera on my mic boom and mount it to that, and that way I've got more places that I could set it at. Let me just move it in a little bit. Let's see. Let me measure. About 24 inches is right to the edge of that. Let me just move this up. That would be right about there. I can't leave it there. Well, maybe I can. See if I can get, yeah, okay, there's 24 inches. So that's still, the camera's still sitting on my desk, so I could use that range if that's better than where I had it a few minutes ago. So anyway, I appreciate you bearing with me while I do this test, and give me your response on what do you think about using the little Kodak Zi8 for my quick and dirty videos regarding picking up frequencies and stations and stuff like that. Probably wouldn't use it for my reviews. Yeah, maybe I would, because like I say, I'm looking at not only the audio, the video quality, but the audio quality, because like I say, when I get too close to my webcam, I overmodulate it, and this little Zi8 being a little more compact, I can put it someplace and kind of stand or sit away from it to keep the overmodulation of my voice down. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.